Welcome back, everybody. So today we're going to try Founder's Unraveled IPA Juicy India Pale Ale. I actually forgot about this. I picked this up about a month ago. It was in a 6-pack. And I was like, oh, I need to try that one. So I got it. Then I have the fridge over here. Then I have our main fridge upstairs. And because usually we have people over to swim in the pool, and I left it up there. Well, I finally filled that fridge up as far as Jessica would let me with beer, and then she moved all my beer from up there down to here. So she put this in the drawer, and I just went to pull another one out, and all these fell down. So I was like, oh, I need to do that. So this was canned on 4/6/20. This is the end of July, so it should still be good. From the can, 6.6% ABV, 50 IBUs. Now, I'm going to check Untappd. It doesn't mean it's the end of the world. Okay, they're saying this is an American IPA. I was thinking that maybe this was a beer that Founders made to try and keep up with Bell's Official. That this was more on the hazy New England or hazy IPA scene. It still could be because it's juicy, and I think Official is juicy. But I do like IBUs in my hazy IPAs, juicy IPAs, New England IPAs, anything like that. I think some bitterness does help out. I don't want all that sweetness in a beer. So let's go ahead and get this in here and see what we think. Now, the day I did pick this up, I did have one, and like I said, that was probably a month ago. I don't remember anything about this beer. We do have an off-white head, more small or medium bubbles than anything. We do have some small ones mixed in there. Almost a finger of head. Bubbles on the side are spread apart like bubble wrap. Try and get some of these bubbles off the side of the glass. A little hazy. I can see through it. I can see the light box. Yellowish in color, hazy yellow. I would say a light haze. If anything, I cannot see the Bell sticker or make it out in there. Looks like good carbonation level. Let's go ahead and smell. Like a grapefruit citrus, but a little bit of fruitiness is mixed in there. When I first smelled it, and I'm sure it's because I just opened it and poured it in there, I almost said all day IPA. There was like a pininess in there. I still get a little bit of pine, but I think that citrus. Yeah, it's like a piney lemon citrus. I wouldn't say a pine saw, that lime, whatever. But there's pininess that I get the most of, followed by some like lemon citrus in there. But I almost want to say that there's also some like generic fruit under there. Maybe a hint of sweetness, like a sweet citrus fruit in there. Let's go ahead and try it and see what we think, or what I think. Smooth, a little bit of malt, a little bit of pine, a little bit of citrus, a little bit of fruit. Everything. It's a thicker beer. It's definitely on that medium side of the body, which I was thinking it was lighter. But again, I had it a month ago, and obviously I don't remember anything about it. Yeah, you get some maltiness up front. Juicy, I guess you could say that citrus, that fruity, with a little bit of fruitiness, is juicier. The IBUs, the bitterness really doesn't hit me until the aftertaste on this one. And then that bitterness like stays around some more, I guess. It's like in the back of my tongue, not down here. Obviously it's carved. I like how the malt, that citrus, that fruitiness play. Would I say juicy? No. I would say almost like a West Coast IPA toned down with citrus and fruit. More citrus than fruit, but like that IBUs, 50 IBUs, I could see that. I would probably say perceived as higher, 60, maybe even pushing more, just because of how it's hanging around. For me, it does drink more, almost pushing that double IPA because of that malt in there. You're not getting the sweetness, so I'm not really thinking it's a double IPA, or you would think it's a double IPA, because usually in double IPAs I get more of that syrup sweetness, malty sweetness, malty sweet syrup in there, but it's got, you can tell it's higher just by that. I don't get any alcohol, which I don't think you would, but it does seem like it's borderline IPA, double IPA with the malt they're using. Would this be one I would sit back, by the pool, drink when it's hot out? Probably not. I think they're, at least for me, I'm not a huge pine person, and I think with the amount of bitterness and that pine in there, I would get over this one pretty quick. Could I drink one or two? Yes. Would I drink a whole 6-pack, a 12-pack? No. It would take me months to drink that. But, everybody's different. So if you like all day IPA and that is one that you pick up, you might want to try this just for a change. I think that bitterness, that pininess is still going to be there. But just to introduce, I guess, a little citrus, a little fruit into your beer instead of... I think all day is mostly bitterness and pine. Yes, you get some malt. And I was going to say, I wonder if this is a take on all day IPA, just opposite, where you're going to, where they might pick up some fruit citrus fans to drink something like this, because that bitterness is still climbing. But yeah, not bad. I would probably have to go with a 3.75 out of 5 for this one. I think the thing holding it back, at least for me, is that pine bitterness in there. I think it's a little too much. Not a beer that I would want to drink over and over and over again. Let's look on Untappd, see if they tell us any hops or anything like that. So 25 of my friends have checked it in, 3.8 out of 5. 19,000 people have checked it in, 3.8 out of 5. Dry hop with traditional pellets, lupulin powder. Of course, it's not going to tell us what hops they are. Nope. Wheat and oats. Yeah, they don't tell us. They don't tell us what hops are used in this. But yeah, if you want to change up from all day IPA, but you still want that same bitterness, that same pine, I think that this is on course. Maybe what I'll do is pick up an all day IPA and do kind of a side by side just to see the difference. But yeah, I could see them making something like that. I don't know if that's where they're going with this, but that's what it sounds like to me. So if you enjoyed this video, check some more out over here. And until next time, happy brewing.